Hey Internet, Eric here. Um, what did I plan for this month? I planned on doing videos for movies that I haven't necessarily gotten able to get to discuss last month for horror movies I've never seen. And also, I want to focus on, other than what I've talked about, doing the Rocky series and the Wreck franchise. Also, just doing movies that people say, hey, Eric, you got to see this. I want to know your opinion. So, like, Skin 'em a Rink, stuff like that. However, today is a request, I guess you would say, from my buddy Frenzy, Alex from Two Bearded Losers. Um, I wanted to do this last month in October for horror movies I had never seen, but time just got away. But, Frenzy, for you, I am going to talk about today. If I can lift this thing up, I'm trying to multitask. Can't really see with the glare. Today I'm talking about Something Wicked This Way Comes. It came out in 1983. Hold on. There we go. Came out in 1983, and this was actually a Disney movie, Disney's children's film, and this was when Disney was in their era of actually making spooky shit. This Watcher in the Woods, stuff like that. Um, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot spoilers, specific scenes, what have you. I've said that in every fucking video I've ever made. Basic plot of this is I don't know the time period this takes place in, but it's this small town. To me it feels like the 30s or 40s. The small town, everybody knows everybody. You have the guy who works at the bank, the two main kids. You have a one-armed, one-legged bartender, and a mysterious carnival is coming into town. And I do mean mysterious. You find out that the carnival is taking the town residents and making them and turning them into young children. And it's up to the two lead kids to and one of their fathers to basically stop it. Um, Frenzy told me to go into this knowing that it was a children's film, and I did, but I also knew that there was some scary shit to it. I really like this one. Um, this is one of the movies that Frenzy says he watches every Halloween. And first off, let's get to the actors. First off, let's get to the spooky guy here. I believe he was played by Jonathan Price. I only know him from honestly. The guy, he looked familiar. He is in Jumpin' Jack Flash. He's the head of the bad guys trying to kill Jack. Um, as the leader of this carnival, he's very very creepy, very very menacing. He has such a good presence to him. His I guess you would say his performance is very low key, but he still has that little hint of danger to him. I love the scene where he's stalking the children, and in the library, and or he's telling the father of one of the kids, played by Jason Robards. He is wanting information of where are the kids. I need to get these kids. Stuff like this. He has this real hint of danger, and he likes what he's doing. We'll get to Jason. What's his name? Jason Robards. I think he said, Frenzy said that one of his favorite actors. Very, very good. There is this ongoing story of him having to come to terms with him being a very older father, a lot older than his son. And he has some past trauma with a family member, which comes into his relationship with his son. Um, Great performance, very sympathetic. Um, he's always trying to talk to his son about that trauma and help him and help the relationship. And he's really good with the actor who plays his son. I love their relationship. And by the end of it, he's one of the heroes. He takes no shit when he's taken on the leader of the carnival. I think his name is Mr. Dark. Really, really good. So those are two of the best performances. Pam Grier is in this just to look sexy as a fortune teller and like a sexy siren type of character. I don't think she has that many lines. She's just there to look pretty. She does her job. The two kid actors. I've said it many times. I am very picky on child actors. Whether it's like Jake Lloyd or anybody. A lot of the kids annoy me. They can't all be like Abigail Breslin. You know what I mean? When they were young, or Dakota Fanning. These two kids are good. I really like them. You have the main kid who is telling the story, and you have the other kid, who looks like Peter Billingsley. Um, Both really, really good, really likable. Great chemistry with each other, great chemistry with the adults. They're not over the top when they're scared. You believe it. So the acting in this movie is really, really good. The creepiness is really good. There's a lot of creepiness and a lot of subtlety. You know, I knew the deal with the Ferris wheel. There is a scene where the Ferris wheel, there's a Ferris wheel, and then there's a merry-go-round, a carousel that changes the kids into changes the adults into children. And I knew something was up because this was based off a Ray Bradbury story, and there is a Tales from the Crypt comic where they take from a Ray Bradbury story where it's a Ferris wheel that changes your age, but it's a bank robber who goes on it, and it goes the wrong direction. He ends up being a skeleton. But the creepy imagery there, the scene where the boys are attacked by the spiders, the whole room full of tarantulas. I'm not afraid of tarantulas. I'm not afraid of spiders, but that was giving me a creepy feeling. The imagery of just the darkness. I love the look of when that carnival is coming into town. Looks so good. You have like the tornadoes at the end when the carnival is being defeated. And all this great use of imagery. There's no blood. I don't know if this was theatrical or if it was one of those made for TV Disney movies, but it's got a lot of dark shit and a lot of stuff that could be scary for children. But it's good for the children that like to be spooked. Maybe preteens, adults that love the nostalgic era, and they're looking for a little darkness in their children's films. Um, the flow of this movie is really good. It starts off with this narration of one of the boys, and I don't know if this was 90 minutes or maybe pushing 2 hours. It flowed from beginning to end really, really well. Speaking of the imagery, when I'm just gonna call him Mr. Dark. I could be fucking wrong. Friends, you go ahead and correct me. When he is defeated, the way he is defeated, how he and what happens to his body, that's in a Disney film. He I don't remember how because it's been I watched this before Halloween. And I don't remember how he is necessarily defeated by the children or if it was by Jason Robards, but he basically melts and decomposes and he turns into a skeleton. And that sounds cheesy as fuck, but the imagery, seriously, I'm sure the clip's on YouTube. Just type in Something Wicked This Way Comes images and, and of the ending and stuff like that. I couldn't believe. I mean, I watched Watcher in the Woods. That's creepy because it's a witch and, shit like that. But this takes the cake. So I was really surprised, really shocked, and really happy to see that because it's a great effect. Um, great soundtrack, great creepy score. I'm gonna say, Frenzy, that this might be. I mean, I'm not gonna join the fucking Disney movie club bullshit just to get a DVD or a Blu-ray of this, but I might check out eBay. You know what I mean? To find to own this as a physical copy. I highly recommend Something Wicked This Way Comes. Great acting, great characters, great story. Like I said, I love the family dynamic between the boy and his older father. Their backstory, their trauma, the whole the look of the carnival coming in. You have this spooky vibe throughout the whole film. Once they are in the town, you never feel like there's something spooky's not gonna happen. Um, Absolutely love this film. The imagery, that spider scene is gonna stick with you, even if you're not afraid of spiders. And then that whole how he's defeated and he just turns into the skeleton, creepy, creepy fucking shit. So, thank you, Frenzy. Finally got to see it. Really enjoyed it. Hope this review or discussion, I hate calling reviews, is up to par with you. I'm definitely gonna watch this again next Halloween because if I can find a cheap Blu-ray, I'm definitely gonna put it on the TV for the kid. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Click the bell. All that stupid bullshit. Comment below. Have you seen this? Have you not seen it? Are you interested? Did you hate it? All that jazz. Got some stuff planned coming for this month. Like I said, I'm going to do videos on the Rocky franchise, the Wreck franchise, and other things that I wanted to talk about last month, couldn't get to, and other things like, hey, I want you to, I asked you months ago to discuss this film, like Glengarry Glen Ross. It's going to happen this month, Frenzy. Skinamarink. What else? The remake to Nosferatu, Herzog's version with, what's his name? Klaus Kinski, that creepy bastard. And maybe other things sprinkled in. I got something interesting planned for Veterans Day this week to come up on Saturday. So with that, thank you for watching. All that jazz. I'm like, fuck it. Check out Something Wicked This Way Comes. It's on Disney Plus, or you can find it other places. With that, cheers.